let's just revisit Bhagavad Gita, the verses of Bhagavad Gita, the two verses that are so, gloriously used in all the movies and, all the podcasts and everything, which are Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bharata Abhyutthanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Srijamyam Pavitranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Okay. Sambhavami. Okay. What does that mean? I take form every time when dharma is being, put to test by all these adharmic followers, right? The I is Krishna speaking on one level, but the I is also you. You have to stand up for dharma. And the fundamental principles of Sanatana Dharma, right, is dharmo rakshati rakshita dharma. You save dharma, and dharma will save you. And no one knows about these things. Right now, Hinduism is almost like, oh, I wore a sari and I'm doing this puja. Okay, we did Satyun Narayana Vratam at our home. We'll share some pictures on WhatsApp. That's the level that we've dropped. What are you doing about the very temple in your hometown that is ruined? And not ruined because of, old age and everything. If you go and see the temples, all the idols are being stolen away. And they magically end up in like world museums. Yeah, it's a sad, sad reality of life. Yeah.
Wow. And then when you spoke about religion also, right? Like you said, um, provoking terrorism or anything. So I feel I don't think like I want to piggyback on your statement of God provoking fight or God provoking peace and love, right? So I feel like religion is one thing, but also the perpetuators using the name of religion, right? Could be another thing. So I personally feel there is a problem. For example, one thing that I think about is Osho. The most of my thing comes from the Wild Wild Country documentary, right? He's an Hindu person who said like he's almost like kind of God, and we saw what he did. So do you think that plays a bigger role than the religion
That is the
itself?
God complex that I'm talking about.
Okay.
That is the exact God complex that I'm talking about. These people start with, maybe, not in all cases, maybe in some cases they start with a good intention, and then the people around them start corrupting them. And
Right.
then they start getting to a God complex. They'll start thinking that they are almighty and everything. And then if you proclaim yourself as almighty, everything sells, brother.
Hmm.
Everything sells in the name of religion. Yeah.
It's interesting. So where do you see us going forward with this, like with the religion unrest, with Hinduism being, I think it's one of the most minority in terms of like religion representation when you take Christianity or Islam or any other religion as such. So where do you think?
I let's take this the other direction, right? Christians also use violence, right?
Mhm.
But then they used it in the names of, um, British Raj, East India Company.
Mhm.
Their approach was a little different,
Correct.
right? They looted us with like, the fancy clothes that they wore, the education, the rails that
The
they
railway
built.
system, the let like the mail system.
Exactly, right? And but that was offered to us as an alternative to the tyranny of Islam. Okay, so a person who is thinking, okay, even if the boat has so many needles and everything, for the person who's drowning, right? Even if the boat, like if the valve has needles and everything, your hands are going to bleed, but you still latch onto it because
Mhm.
you want to save your life first.
Correct.
That, I think, that's what happened in case of India, right? Now, addressing the issue of minority, look at the major population of the world which is suffering right now. It is always the minorities that suffer.
Mhm.